Well, going every morning still, lift, do treatment. It's pretty slow now. I got nothing to do. Do a couple quizzes, done with my class. I'm really just living the basketball life right now. Just trying to get stronger, get better every day, and take my time with my foot and let it heal all the way. And so maybe it won't happen again. I know it won't this time. But life's been pretty good. Still hurts that it ended the way it ended, but you got to deal with it. And I'm just thankful for the time I had and the teammates, all the coaching staff, everything. So it's been an unbelievable ride, and I'm gonna miss it. So.
What's the timeline right now on the foot?
I got a couple weeks left in the boot, and then once that happens, I'm going to transition out of the boot and take my time, get slowly work back into things, and start my conditioning again because I'm probably going to be dying out there if I try to run. So, just trying to real slow transition out of the boot and get my breathing cardio back to normal, and see what opportunities I get after that. So.
How's it hampered, I guess, the process of trying to move? I mean, agents and workouts, obviously. Does it take a slowdown?
It definitely slows it down just a little bit just because we're not so sure I'll be like 100% for the combine, just like cardio-wise and back to normal, back in basketball rhythm from this. And so, it's going to be a tougher process than it would have been before. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm always up for a challenge, and if it's meant to be, it'll happen. So. It puts a hamper in it, but it doesn't kill it or anything like that. So.
Do you have an agent yet?
No, I do not. I haven't picked one yet. I got a few. I'm just taking my time. Making them stress out a little bit like that.
You never complain about your situation. You ever have moments where you just think, man, this wasn't fair. You have 2 straight years. And
yeah.
Go through this.
My whole view on this, and it goes along with my faith. I must have not learned the lesson in the first time, and God sent it again, and so I'm trying to take the message out of this one as a positive, and really take the lesson whatever it is, and learn from that, and become a better person from it.
What do you know? Like, what was the specific injury that you had this last time?
I broke my second metatarsal in my foot. So
how tough was it to get that news right after the Big 12 title game?
I kind of felt it in the first, real early in the first half of the Oklahoma game. Went to halftime, told the coach or the Luke and Doc came in. They kind of pressing around on it. They weren't real sure what it was because I was walking fine, and I didn't hear a pop or anything like that. I was like, it's senior night. You're not taking me out of this game. I told him that, and so I went and played the rest of the game through it. Woke up next morning, had X-rays and stuff, and I wasn't very positive about it because when I woke up, man, I couldn't even walk. It was swollen, stuff like that, and I had a weird suspicion what it was because it felt oddly similar to last year except just way worse. And so, waking up that morning and getting that news, man, I was devastated. I cried hard. My trainer cried hard. My mom, my dad, everyone just was hurt, heartbroken. So, it was tough, but you could become a better person. Really take the positives out of things and really just reflect back on my time as all the positives. So
when you watch a team like Texas Tech have so much success, is it hard not to think like if we were as fortunate as them with injury, perhaps we could be in that spot?
Texas Tech's a great team.
Right.
They're a hard team to beat. I don't know if we could have made the same run they did. A couple breaks here and there. We might have. But the way they were playing, they caught. They were hot at the end, and that's when you need to be hot. Their older guys stepped up. The way all their role players, Owens, Odiasi, all those guys, Mooney played, man, that was impressive. Their defense was suffocating, man. It was amazing to watch. I was so happy for them. And Coach Beard, amazing guy, great coach, obviously. They really did deserve it, and I'm proud. They're in the Big 12. I wish they could have pulled it out at the end, but it happened. So I was just it was just awesome to watch.
Do you think? What do you think of your pro prospects? Do you think you'll be in the NBA next year?
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully they think so too. But I think I have the potential to be, as long as I got to just stay down, keep working. I can shoot the ball good enough. It's all about how much I want to get in and work. And how bad I want it. And I want it bad. And so I'm gonna push myself every day to get better until I make it. Maybe not next year. I have all the confidence in the world I'll make it next year. But if I don't have the right opportunities and, it doesn't happen, I'm still going to be chasing it. So I'm not too worried about it because I know, with hard work, everything pays off. So, I worked hard my whole career. You know, people didn't think I'd play at K-State. You know, even people back home didn't think I would. And, you know, I played, you know, had a pretty good career here. And, you know, I wish it would have ended better. But, you know, I've always been fighting battles uphill. So nothing new now. Just got to keep it going.
What do you think, or what are your expectations for this team next season?
Man, you know, we've got to have some people step up. But, you know, what I've seen even the past couple of weeks with some guys that have been stepping up, you know, Mike, Sean, Mac, all those guys, man, they've been playing great. Real confident, you know, working hard every day in the weight room, in the gym extra. I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to be contenders in the Big 12 again, and they're going to make the tournament and hopefully have a good run in it. But, you know, it's all up to those younger guys that make strides, and make the jump into being you know, confident starters. And, you know, with our defense, I mean, I don't have no doubt in my mind we're gonna be top contenders in the Big 12. You know, it's all up to them though.
Dean, what do you think Cardi brings to the table as far as being a leader and a player next year?
Man, Cardi brings everything to the table. I mean, you see how like long he is, his wingspan, his hands, his feet, just massive. I mean, he's explosive. What he can do on defense when he sets his mind to it is crazy. You know, he can stay in front of anybody. I mean, he's strong enough to body people up, and you know, I think he's taking pride in just being an all-around, just a great player. And you know what he got on offense. He's got it all. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can obviously. He's very explosive. So I mean, he's got it all. I mean, he just got to set his mind to it. And you know, I think he has. And you know, I'm very excited to see what him and X do next year. And so I'm excited for him. What I've seen, you know, they're gonna be great.
How different a player could Mac be if he gets to face up more and play, you know, some of the role you did at times?
Yeah, you know, he's going to be a great player. I think at JUCO he was used to more playing the 4. You know, we just needed a 5 when he came here, so he had to make that transition, which was tough for him. But you know, I think it helped him get, you know, his body right. He's strong, he's big. But I think this year when they let him face up a little more, make plays off the dribble, you know, he just got to watch out for the double teams. You know, people coming low with those hands and stuff. And I think he'll learn, and he'll you know, be very successful next year. I think he can average in you know, 15, 16 points. You know, get double-digit rebounds, stuff like that. I mean, that's just how you know, good he can be. You know, as long as he believes in it, I think he can do it.
With your foot injury, then you mentioned this in San Jose, but you knew that as soon as you got the X-ray, you weren't playing again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there was never a doubt.
Nah, there was no hope. No hope.
No, there's
yeah, I mean,
nothing anyone could have done.
Nah, you know, that's what the worst part was, because like last year, you know, you might be able to play a little bit, and I was like, man, that's all I need to hear. I'm excited, but then, you know, this past year was just, yeah, you know, not playing, it just kind of sucked, because you know, that was the last time I'd put the jersey on, you know, play with the team, stuff like that, and it sucked, but you know, it's part of life. So.
What do you think of the freshman class coming in Montavious, Dejuan, and Antonio? Do you think they could have a high ceiling like your freshman class had?
Oh, absolutely. They're very talented. You know, I haven't got to watch them play all too much, but the times I did watch them play, you know, they're light years beyond where I was at their time. And you know, obviously Dejuan, what he brings to the table, Antonio, all those guys, man, they're just, I mean, they're explosive, they're fast, all of them can run, play defense, and you know, they're going to fit in well to Coach Weber's defensive system and even their offensive system. So I mean, they're going to flourish, I think so.
How much feedback have you been able to get from NBA teams to this point?
You know, I ain't got a lot just because I really haven't signed an agent, and I really, you know, but when I signed an agent, you know, I've heard some things. Just got to work on moving without the ball a little more, ball handling, stuff like that, and my shooting. They say my shooting's good. Just work on the other things to get into shots, easy shots, stuff like that. So I just got to keep, you know, shooting every day, working on my ball handling, stuff like that. And you know, they got things. Hopefully, my foot is good and everything like that. You know, I know it is, but who knows what, you know, those guys think about, you know, this 2 years in a row. Maybe they get a little scared, but I don't think it's going to affect me too much. So, but you know, the feedback I've gotten has been all pretty positive.